The playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Double.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
15, yeah. Ready, 580.
Smith on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, 35. Slant. Left. I said.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's Smith. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The pitch out to Drake. That's it, strong running. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Parker left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Watch him now, Barney, Barney!
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. On 1st down, Smith. Here's Sanu on the catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go. Go.
They'll hand it down to Geis. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Dances by him, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. From the red zone now, Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Smith now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. His first catch good for 8 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. This will be caught at about the 6. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Geis receives the pitch. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
On the give, this is Drake. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They're going to look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
52. 35. You got 4. You got 4. Kill. 12. Hey, back up. 15, yeah.
Smith now on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, back up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
yellow. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Yellow, yellow. Double, double, double.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Smith. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They still can't get him. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He'll check it down to Geis. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Good list. Orange.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. No stake, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
52.
To throw is Smith. Off to Geis on the screen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. The final shot here before break. Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go. Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Set! Blue landed!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Orange.
Again they run. Again it's Geis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and get it with Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, you got 3. Set. Wide 80.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Flush to his right. Airing one out for Crowder, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Double.
Here we go with Geis. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go. 15.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And his pass incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Double.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A big play there for the Dolphins. 44 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to it, and he's going to go down again. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Back now at FedEx Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Smith on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Yellow. 12.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And got his man complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Wide open receiver complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, this is Geis. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
On second down, here's Smith. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Double.
Smith. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
12. I said.
On the ground, Geis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Slot. Tiger.
Now Smith on third and goal. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead. Right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Detroit! Gone!
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Balaj. And a short gain down to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll run with Drake, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over! No. Check! Patriot!
Now Drake. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the kick by Butker is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Let's go, 15.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.